Hi Bibies and welcome to my channel. In today's video we are gonna do another get ready with me. Like lately I've been very enjoying chatting with you and just let the camera roll as I am filming, as I'm doing my thing, because I found that like I love just like getting to like you guys to know me a little bit more and finding something that you probably did not know. Try to give you a little bit of advice, even if please take my advice as my own experience and it's not just like the truth about anything. But today I was thinking to talk about like a first date and like kind of like relationship advice. You know, I'm such in a successful relationship, now watch me break up next week. But anyway guys, I was thinking to just like get ready, slap some makeup on, have some fun. I'm recording a few videos between this week and next week because I'm away in September to work, so I'm not gonna be actually in London, so I need to get a few videos kind of like rolling so you guys get to see me like a normal base, like every Monday, every Wednesday and every Friday. So just very quickly, if you guys do not subscribe, why are you not subscribing? Please subscribe, hit that button down below somewhere, you know, like what like beauty guru and YouTuber do, just like hit that subscribe button please. So let me just start right away. I have all my makeup set on this side, so we'll kind of like reach. Oh, that was my ring falling on the floor. Got the ring back, thanks God. You know what, one thing about like losing weight is that everything doesn't really fit properly. So yeah, this ring is literally just like loose, but I really like it. I literally stole it from my sister, so yeah, thanks sis. But let's go on and start. I have my little mirror. Today I'm getting ready with a very small compact mirror. Kind of getting like the experience of traveling and getting ready. Let's see if I can open it. Oh, thanks God. And first thing first, I'm using this Prime Perfector from Milani. Is a face primer. Let's just get this baby on and just like slap it onto my face. And I want to kind of like share with you like an experience like about like dating and like relationship. Oh goodness me, this is gonna be like a fun show. And let me take a big brush, taking my nice what's the name of it? It's Technique something brush, like I think it's like a sculpting brush that I use for pretty much like my foundation and my concealer, my primer, blah blah blah. But yeah, so primer is gonna go on quite quick. And yeah, so first thing first, let me tell you about something about my relationship and how did everything start. So if you guys don't know, yes, I'm in a relationship, that makes sense. And I've been dating Dan for about 5 years and a bit, and we actually met very weirdly. We met on the street. I found him that he was very cute. I think he found me that I was cute, and we were in London, and that's how it started. Like if you guys are from London or you kind of know a little bit of London, it was by the Dominion Theatre. We were at the traffic light. It was on one side, I was on the other side. We looked at each other, I smiled, he smiled back at me, but straight away he looked down. And that was like, yeah, he is an homosexual, because straight guys, first of all, won't really smile at me, and second of all, they won't really like smile and look down. So that was my biggest clue. So what I decided to do, I actually end up crossing the road without even looking. Silly me, please do not do that. A cab came and almost hit me, so I just like run, jump to his arm, look up and be like, "You're gonna buy me a drink now." And he bought me a drink that night, and that's how the first date began. And I consider that one our first date only because it kind of like started around 6 in the afternoon, and we went on pretty much for about 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2 in the morning, 9 hours. That is a date, man. That is a long date. So I'm done with this one. I'm actually putting on a little bit of a lip plumper, and I'm using this one over here from Lip Fusion XXL something, and let me just put this one on, and it's supposed to like tingle your lips. Sometimes it does make them a little bit gross, so I will definitely take it off, because later I am going to do a liquid lip, so I need to take off the excess. And foundation, I'm gonna mix two of them. The first one is the Bourjois Healthy Mix, and because it's slightly too dark for me, I'm gonna go in with Infallible Pro Glow by L'Oreal. So I'm gonna do like a nice mix. And of course, I forgot my hand palette one more time, so I'm literally gonna like take a little bit on and just slapper in some areas like so. And I do like this mix together because it has great coverage and really like it. Alright, I got a nice mess on my face, so we're gonna start to like blend everything. And let me tell you, on our first date, we actually did something that we don't do anymore. We went to a pub and we had a couple of beers, and if you guys know me, I actually don't drink. But because it was like our first date, I was nervous and I didn't really know what to do and what to say pretty much. I ended up drinking 2 large pints of beer, and 1, I was a little bit tipsy. 2, I needed to pee many times. Like, beer makes you pee, and I would definitely do not recommend that because yeah, we just needed to pee. And the thing is about that, I think it's like we felt very comfortable in a way, because after we left the pub, we were literally just saying to each other like, I really need to pee. So we actually end up peeing on the street twice or 3 times. I don't know, too many times. And after our cute date, we actually went for a restaurant, and it's one of my favorite restaurants in London, and I'm sure you definitely have one close to you. I said to him, because like it was time to eat and we really needed some food. He asked me, I'm gonna change brush because I don't have a sponge with me today. So I'm taking this Revolution brush to just buff everything in. So we were hungry, like as you are always hungry. I am always hungry at least. And I asked him, I said, oh, should we go and have a bite to eat? And he said, yeah, let's do that. And I asked him, I said, what's your favorite food? And he said straight away, Italian food. Now, I don't really love Italian food here in the UK because it really does not taste like my grandma's food, so it's not really Italian for me. And I said to him, I was like, yeah, how about something else? And he did say to me, it's like, oh, what's your favorite food? And I said, well, I love Chinese, I love Japanese, I love like fish and all that goods. He hates everything of that. Like, he really does not like Chinese food, he really does not like Japanese food. I'm now kind of converting him a little bit into like Thai, but I'm still trying to push him to at least try Korean food, and I'm taking a little bit also onto my eyes. But yeah, it's just like a pain. Like, we are so opposite when it comes to like a feeding thing. I'm gonna do a little bit of concealer, and I'm gonna go with the Tarte Shape Tape because we're getting ready for like our first date. Even for me, it's like my, I don't know, my third. I do need some good concealer. Like, I do find that like when I actually go, when I go on a date, when I am supposed to like going out like with Bay and everything, I don't wear a lot of makeup, but my skin has to look good. Like, once my skin looks good, I feel happy and I feel comfortable. So I'm gonna do that today, and I wish I did have with me a sponge, but I don't. So I'm gonna use exactly the same brush I used earlier and trying to like blend everything. So, long story short, I wanted to go for Chinese, he wanted to go for Italian. We end up to our favorite restaurant right now. There is Burger King. We actually looked at each other, we were just like, how do you feel about fast food? And our eyes completely like looked at each other and just like lit completely, and we were just like, okay, let's go to fast food. And we end up going for Burger King. And funny story is the one actually in near the Dominion Theatre, so like the end of Tottenham Court Road. And once in a while we still do to kind of like remember each other, the good times and when we used to be in mad love. Now we kind of feel like an old couple when we just like spend hours just like watching movies and talk about each other. But that's what I like about my relationship. Also, I'm taking a little bit on my eyes because I kind of put up a little bit too much. Oh my god, I look crazy, I love it. Definitely, if your bae is gonna stay with you even after my tutorial today, you know, it's love. So foundation and concealer I'm done, and now I'm taking actually this Freedom Pro Contouring in Fair, and I'm taking like the banana shade on this MAC 137 brush. I actually don't really tend to use this step. I tend to like bake a little bit, but today I really didn't feel like baking, so I'm using just like a very quick powder. And let's see what we're gonna turn up today. And I also like this brush because it's like, as you can see, it's like very fluffy, so it doesn't like stab into your eyes, and also kind of like distributes the product very, very nicely. I do have to say, it used to be one of my favorite brushes when I used to work at the Mac counter, so I was like, why not use it today? I really never use it. So that is done. So we end up going for like Burger King, and we loved it. We had a lot of food. Now I am switching off with this huge brush from YSL. Had it for years. Like, it used to be like much smaller and kind of like tapered, but I buttered it up very badly. And I'm using this highlight contour blush from it's actually called Contouring Strobing Kit in 001 Light from Gosh Makeup. It looks like this. I actually used it a couple times before, and I am mixing the top two shades because one is warm and the other one is a cooler tone. Cutting my brush, dust off the excess, and doing my cheeks underneath. Yeah, I love this. So after that, we actually decided to walk around London. Like, we were like, oh, let's just have like a nice walk. And bear in mind, that was already around 10 o'clock. So we couldn't just like call in the night, but we enjoyed our company so much that we just wanted to like spend more time together. And we ended up moving close to a park next to where I used to work. And we just like told each other story and do like I don't know, like it was just like the most nice date that I had in a long time. And yeah, long story short, we ended up staying there for forever, and it became around 2 o'clock in the morning. And bear in mind, we actually met during the week, so it wasn't like no weekend coming. So we were going to work the day after, and we both did, and we both were very, very tired. But long story short, it actually was very, very cute because he told me, said, you know what, I am gonna take you to your bus stop. And my bus stop was in Oxford Circus, when his bus was like near Charing Cross, so it's about like 15-20 minutes walk. And bear in mind, after spending all that time and taking a little bit more, all that time together, you kind of like feel like, oh, you know what, you go your way, I go my way, I'll see ya. No, we just literally keep on spending time together. And he took me all the way to my bus stop, and because it was like already like a night bus, the bus stop was only coming like I don't know, like probably like once every half an hour. It wasn't like as often. I'm looking for a brush. Where are you, brush? I need a brush. Found the brush that I wanted. Is the Makeup Revolution, I don't know what's the name of this one. It's like the Champagne collection, but I really like how it's tapered and everything, because I like to do my nose with it, and I just put like on the side. And I know it looks quite crazy at the beginning, but then I put my foundation on top. It's very, very weird what I do, but it works for me, and I like it because it makes my nose appear smaller, but then putting like a little bit of whatever I have left on my foundation brush, it kind of makes it like all soft and nice. Let me see. Yes, soft and nice. And then just tap that up. Next, I'm gonna take this other Revolution brush. I think it was like from a limited edition, so I don't know if it's actually available anymore, but I know they do so many similar. They're like kind of like the flat squared one. And I'm gonna go in a little bit with the blusher color and do just like a little bit of blush, like bling, 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 you know, something really soft, something subtle. So it took me back to the actual bus stop, and I'm taking now a clean brush and just like buff everything on. So it took me to the bus stop, and as soon as we arrived there, my actual bus was already there. And now I'm taking this, my Kiko brush with this highlighter, so the last shade that I haven't used for this palette of the year, and trying to highlight a little bit. Yes, like this. And as soon as we got there, the bus was there, but we actually have not exchanged our number at that point. And he really wanted to see me again, and I want him too. But you know, when you just like, you know, we had such an amazing date. We were having so much good time. Do we want to like risk it for a second day and just ruin the magic? Or should we just like leave it as it was like a great date, but we're never gonna see each other? So he actually asked me to stay, and he said to me just like, you know what, why don't you just get the next bus? And I was just like, the next bus is like in half an hour. And it's already like 2-something o'clock in the morning. Like, do we really gonna do this? But yes, we did. And I'm taking another Gosh palette, and this one is actually the latest one that I reviewed, and is the Strawberry Light Kit in Highlight. So I'm gonna take this shade over here, the lighter one, kind of like the one that they call it like holographic, but it's like a pearlescent color that is not hollow, but is so pretty that I'm not bad about it. I'm cool with it. I'm all right with it. So yeah, so that is the skin so far, and I am taking now one more time my clean big brush, and I stipple in everything. So I end up staying another half an hour, and the time actually flew by. We were both very tired, but the actual time really went so quick that we were just like, wow, like the bus is here. So he then found the courage, because I was about to leave without saying anything. He found the courage about asking me for my number, and I said to him, just like, listen up, like, if you're not gonna text me, because it did happen before, you know, it's like, I am kind of a weird personality. I do wear makeup. I am a little bit extra sometimes. Not in a negative way, but it's more like my personality. I'm just like all over the place. That's the way I am. So I was just like, if you're not gonna text me, if you're not gonna, like, literally I really said that. I was like, if you're really not gonna text me or you're not gonna bother, it's like, don't ask for my number. It's fine. We had an amazing time. We kissed and we're good. And he just said to me, it's like, no, I will text you. Like, I will text you. And I said, you know what? Okay. He gave me his phone, and he was using this really ugly BlackBerry. And let me do my brows quick. I'm gonna use this Milani Easy Brow Tinted Fiber Gel. You guys know I really like this one because it makes my brows nice in literally 2 seconds. Oh, makeup hair. So I just literally took like his BlackBerry and I tapped in my number. Yes, I did give him the right number. I did think for 1 second to not give him my right number, but then I was just like, Carmi, like, enough of this kind of like children's game, like, you need to grow up. So I ended up giving my number, and the bus arrived, and he said to me, he was like, oh, let me give you my number. And I said to him, I was like, you know what? Don't give me your number. If you're really interested in me, you will text me like tomorrow, whenever you want, and I will have your number and we will have a conversation. Long story short, I got into the bus and he was still there looking at me at the bus stop, and the bus was walking, and he was walking with the bus from the outside. It was such a really weird romantic thing that no one has never done for me before. And by the time I couldn't see it anymore, my phone vibrated, and it was like, hi. And I was just like, it's him already. So we start to text, and we text all the way through my journey home. And at the time, the bus actually didn't take that long. It took like 35 minutes to get me home, so it was alright. But it was just like so cute. We were like texting and talking and everything. The day after, we spent pretty much all day like talking about like how nice it was and how much fun we both had. And the week after, we end up going on another date, and the rest is history. Like, after 11 months, we've moved in together. I don't know, it's just like, it's happy time, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So eyebrows are done, and now I'm gonna move with the eyes. And to be honest with you, on a first date, I don't really tend to, like I used to, wear too much eyeshadow, except if it were taking me like clubbing. So take this one as more like your daytime first date kind of thing. So I am taking my must-have Paint Pot by MAC, and I'm using this brush, the 288 from MAC. And I love this one because like it's a skin tone, and what it does, it literally just like makes my vein disappears, makes like my pigmentation better, and it just is a great base because we are gonna do eyeliner, because I personally feel like eyeliner does change the shape of my eyes and it makes me feel better and more comfortable. So I first just like very quickly apply everywhere, and then what I'll do, I'll move in with just like my finger and just like press everything in so there is nice and blended. And yeah, my eyelashes are still full of glue because I've been wearing more lashes than usual to compensate the fact that I'm taking off my nails for a few weeks. So yeah, I should have cleaned my eyes better, but I didn't. Poor choices, just me, just Carmi. So now the portion of this video is gonna be about me giving you some advice about relationship, and it's not gonna be like something very in-depth, but what I wanted to say to you is a relationship are the best things that you could ever have, because sharing your life with somebody that you love is so important, and it makes me so happy, and knowing that you have somebody is so important. It's so nice, and it just changes your attitude in life, you know. You stop thinking about yourself and you think about somebody else, and that is so special and that is so amazing. That I just like, that's the thing, is like, I had a relationship in the past. I had a long relationship, it was my first one, for about 4 years, and then I had my second relationship, and that lasted for 1 year. Unfortunately, there were complications and everything, and it did not work out. Eventually, my partner as well passed away, so it wasn't like the best time ever, but in between the relationship not working out and my previous partner passing away, I did meet Daniel, and that kind of like completely changed my world around, and it made me feel loved again, and it made me feel so special, and it made me feel like something was more worth it than just thinking about being lonely for forever. And it did kind of occur to me, I'm taking now a quick, where am I taking? Why am I not finding everything? Okay, I'm gonna take this brush over here, and I'm gonna take just a little bit of this bronzer that I haven't used, just to do it into my crease, to kind of like set up my primer as well. So very, very softly. So it was a very hard time, and it wasn't like the best. It actually was like probably one of the shittiest time of my life. And I met Daniel, we took it very, very slowly. Yes, we did kiss on the first day, but we didn't move to the second base for over a month. We really wanted to take our time. Dan actually never had a relationship before me, and I was just coming out from a very hard one. So we took our time, and more time we spent together, more we knew that we were making each other happy. And true to this day, I still love when like he texts me like during the day about silly stuff. And funny enough, like about a week and a half ago probably, he did text me, was just like, you know, you're my best friend. And that made me so happy, because he is my best friend, and I know that I can tell him anything, and I know he's there for me, and he helps me so much through everything. Like, it helps me like even from the stupid things like filming, or it helps me like editing stuff. He was the one that really believed in me as like a YouTuber thing. Like, he bought me my first ring light, he bought me the camera that I'm talking to. That literally, this camera is 2 years old, and I've been thinking sometime to just upgrade it to a new one, but I'm just so attached to this camera for the memory that I have, that I don't know, like eventually, yes, I will change it, but I just love this camera so much. Because he even said to me, just like, why don't you just buy a better quality camera, a bigger camera, you can do maybe more things with it, and just maybe like get some money back by selling this one. And I was just like, I am never gonna sell this camera. Like, even to the day that this camera is gonna give up on me and never work again, she is going to be living with me for the rest of my life, because it was what got me started. Like, I used to start in the other bedroom with like messy things around me, and it was just hilarious. And let me tell you something, because yeah, that sounds lovey and dovey, but first day I was about to film a video, and I did film it, and then I was supposed to edit it. He explained to me how to edit a video, and let me tell you, I'm extremely slow. Like, now I can bang and edit a video in like an hour. That day was my first one, and it took about 8 hours, and I still did not know what was I doing and everything. And I just started to say, listen babe, do you mind just checking it for me and tell me if I'm doing something wrong? It took 25 minutes for him to do the completely video perfect, or the way I thought it was perfect by that time. And I was like, so you took 25 minutes sitting watching telly and I'm here struggling for 7 hours. And he was like, I thought it was funny. And I was like, yeah, it's funny for 5 minutes, not for 7 hours. Rude. So yeah, that is him. So sometimes he can be like a bit of a douchebag, but he's always a cute douchebag. And let me take this one quickly. And of course, I was just talking about how much I love this camera, and then she just decided to die on me. So I had to take like a 5-10 minutes break, and I was like, great, I might change it right now. But anyway, now we're gonna do liner very quickly, and you guys know the Architect liner by the Splash is what I normally like. So I'm gonna try and do this. I don't know if I'm gonna talk as I'm doing my eyeliner because that is challenging. So let's see what I do. Let's try to do this. But yeah, what was I saying? Because you know what, it was 10 minutes ago. What did I talk about? Yeah, my boyfriend is a douchebag. That could be the new title. Hi, my boyfriend is a douchebag and you're watching me. So my only thing that I would say, if you are in a relationship or you are looking to get into a relationship, is try your best to always be yourself. Try your best to just be you and let the person that you are dating accept for who you are, and that this person does not want to change you, because changing is something that you can only do if you really want to do it. You can't change for other people. I tried on my first relationship. My boyfriend kind of wanted a different thing. He liked me, he loved me, but he wasn't not happy about the MUA kind of thing. He wasn't happy about the makeup. He wasn't happy about my lifestyle and my life choice. So it was all about like changing me and changing me and changing me and changing me. And yeah, we ended up being together for 4 years, but there is no one day that I look back and I'd be like, would I do it again? Yes, I would. I love them. And we don't speak anymore, we don't talk anymore. We had a fallout about a year ago, but we were friends after, and we kind of got the idea that we did not really match each other. But that's the thing, is like, the reason why is because it came to the point when I just did not want to change anymore, and I just wanted to be me, because I was not happy, and happiness is so important. And if you're not happy with yourself, it's so hard to just make somebody else happy. And now it's time to do eyeliner, because I've been talking, maybe the eyeliner is right, maybe it's just me being afraid of doing this right now. So bear with me. Am I just gonna put a little bit of loud music and you can just watch me do it? I think I feel a little bit more confident and comfortable, so apologies, sorry, I'm terrible. Eyeliner done, so now we're gonna move into lashes and mascara. So I'm gonna use my Lovable lashes. You guys know are my fave, and over here I have like a stack of lashes that I love, but I feel like I'm gonna use my ultimate favorite. Oh no, just one fell on the floor. Oh god, yes, I have them over here. I'll pick you up in a minute. And I use this style over here that is called Princess Pandora, and it's huge and fluffy. Like, I just love this one a lot. And I'm using my Dual Glue, and as you guys can see, I open a lot of things with my mouth. It's not the best, but it's what I do. And because I don't have my tray, I'm using the box, taking a little bit of glue over here, and trying not to get too messy, even if that is quite a challenge on its own. And I'm using some good old, they're not old, some good tweezers. And I take just a little bit over here. But yeah, going back on what I was telling you about, is that being yourself is so important, and be who you really are only attracts the right people in your life. And you do want to have a partner that kind of has that unconditional love for you, but is that good love, is the love that you need. It's like, it's there for you, and it will be there for you, and it's not there for changing you. Because with my first relationship, we had a huge age gap, and I was 16 and he was on his late 50s. No, he wasn't on his late 50s, what am I talking about? He was in his late 40s. So we had about 29 years difference. And I didn't feel it when it came to like aesthetic. I really don't care. Like, for me, is I loved him for the way he was. that I didn't care that he looked his age, because he did look his age. It wasn't like, you know, the kind of like 40s, they look 30s. It was 40 looking 40. But I just loved him, and it was my first love. It was my first man love. I used to have girlfriends before, quite a shocker, but that was my first love. I felt like he accepted me, and down the line he really didn't. Down the line he just wanted to change who I was. He didn't want me to go out with my friends anymore, so I ended up having no friends. At the time I was dancing. That was my goal, that was my career and everything, and it was just kind of like forcing me to do other stuff. Like, he wanted me to carry on dancing and everything, but if I had like an opportunity to travel somewhere, it was always coming up with something that I needed to be with him, I needed to help him, and it was shitty. It was a very shitty situation. But you know, when you just like, when you are in love with somebody, you kind of just feel like you have to be there. And yes, you sometimes you will put my lashes on, come on, you like sometimes you do, you will end up, oh come on, oh, this lash though, this lashy though, come on girl, come on, get inside, get inside, don't get me struggle in front of a camera, come on, come on baby, come on baby, light my fire. Come on baby, light my fire. I cannot sing, and I am apologizing because I'm probably killing your ears, but normally I still kill your ears with my voice, so you're kind of used to it. So I let it sit and dry a little bit, and I'm gonna take a little bit of glue for the other lash and start to put this other lash on already set. And let me get pretty. And I do feel like lashes and liner make a huge difference into my makeup. Like, really rarely I will have no lashes and no liner, because I just feel like I look like a man when I have no lashes and liner. And let me double check this cutesy lash over here. Yeah, she is good. And I'm just gonna press it together. Yes, good lash. Good lash, all nice and ready. And by the way, I've been using this one I would say like over 35 times now. That's why they don't look as fresh, but I just love, these are my favorite style of lashes. Like, if you need to ask me, like if you were going to ask me what are my favorite lashes in the whole entire world, Lovable Lashes, Princess Pandora, you cannot get wrong. Like, these are just so good, so good. They last forever, so affordable, and I'm happy with that. Like, I used to use them from day one. Like, since Tammy sent it to me, I was just like, I guess I'll try them. Fell in love with them, never changed them, never. But the bag. Come on, let's move on. Let me put this other lash on though. Let's just see if this one she wants to go for it. Oh my god, what's going on? Oh, let's see. Yeah, sometimes you need to be brutal with them. You need to be, girl, you need to stuck into my eyes. Even if at this moment in time, I do feel like she's winning and not me. Let me do this, let me clip on the side. Whew, this lash is really trying me today. I think it's time to get a new pair, because they kind of asking me just like, leave me alone, let me leave, like you've been abusing me. So I'm gonna do the mascara very quickly, and I'm using this Gosh, my favorite mascara. Smells amazing. I found out what it smells like because it's written down, and it actually has oak extract inside, so that's why it smells so good. So I'm gonna take my mascara even on top of my lashes, kind of like just mixing them together. And I know a lot of people, they tend to do mascara and then lashes on top. I don't know why. I can't do that. Like, I just feel like once my lashes are like coated with mascara and they're curled, when I put my falsies on, they don't stack nice together. You can see the false lashes and the eyelashes, when in this way I kind of like merge them together a little bit. I don't know, maybe that's just me, maybe that's what I normally do, but yeah, that works for me, so I keep on doing what I work. You know what I mean? If it works, don't change your route. So I'm gonna do the other side as well very quickly, and then whatever I've left on my brush, I'm gonna do my bottom lashes as well. And again, I forgot what I was talking about, and I kind of feel like sometimes I need to like re-record me, and I'm just like, oh Carmi, you were saying that. But no, overall, to be honest with you, like I feel like relationships are important and they do make a massive difference. Like for example, today, this is just maybe silly and no one probably cares about, but today before I start working and before I start filming and everything, all I wanted to know is, I asked Dan, I was like, what do you want for dinner tonight? And he told me what he wanted, so I ended up going and get his dinner, like our dinner and everything. And that makes me happy because I'm like, you know what, as soon as he gets home from work, we are gonna do something together. So we are gonna eat, and then we have like our nice walk. And also we're kind of obsessed lately about watching animes like Dragon Ball and everything. And yes, we are reaching our 30 years old and we're watching Dragon Ball. But yeah, that is, but you know what, that is one of the things that you will appreciate in a relationship as well. It's like you are never alone, even when you do like the most stupid things. Like you're always with like your best man, and that's what I like. Is like me and Dan, we are in a way very similar. Like we're kind of like unapologetic on what we like to watch and everything. And there are some shows that people just talk about all the time and we never watch. Like we have never watched an episode of Game of Thrones, and it sounds like we're never gonna really do that, and we are fine with it. You know what I mean? It's just like you have your best friend. I'm taking off the plumping cream. That I do have to say, I feel like it doesn't really plump much, but it makes it very soft. So at least it's good for when I do my last step. There is liquid lips, but I think the eyes are done. Like you can see, like the focus on the eyes is there, but there is not really too much color and everything. And now we're gonna do straight on red lip because boys do like a red lip. Now this is time can be a little bit disgusting, and maybe I should have kept it to myself, but they did like a research about men loving red lipstick on ladies because they kind of remind of a vagina. And I know, I am a gay man dating another gay man, but my gay man loves me in a red lipstick. A fun fact, he bought me, the first time he bought me makeup, he actually bought me a red lipstick, and I was like, you know what they say about men? They like a nice red lip. So I'm gonna do a little bit of this red lip. I haven't used it for forever, and this one is the Stila Basil. I think I actually used this one probably like in the first few videos that I did here on YouTube, so it's like probably like 2 years old, so maybe I shouldn't, but it's fine. I guess I'm just gonna like dare myself to get a lip infection. Oh yeah, and definitely I do not recommend to wear a red lipstick if you guys are gonna go for dinner or something, because a red lipstick is an absolute bitch, and if you just smudge or anything, it's gonna be so hard to just like clean up your foundation and everything. So I say if you guys know that we're gonna go for like a din or something, make sure you have like a nude lip, maybe like a glossy nude lip. If it takes you to the cinema or like for like a dance or something, red lip is the best. Our juicy lips is done, so now we're gonna setting spray everything, let it cool down, and I'll be back with you in just 1 second because I'm gonna fix my hair as well. Like, I wanna give you the full treatment if you guys are thinking me to take me on a date. Like, this is what you're gonna take out with you, so give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to zhuzh my hair just a little bit. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna come out with because God knows if I need help in the hair department. And here we are, the Bibies. I am ready to be taken out on a first date, and let me tell you, I am about to text Dan and be like, listen up, honey boo boo child, little queen, little thing. I'm not making dinner tonight. You are taking me out. You may be taking me out one more time to that famous Burger King that has made our love explode. Like, I really don't want to cook. Like, I look too cute to cook, right? But anyway, guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video. And of course, if you like me and if you like my videos, give me a good thumbs up. Say subscribe, leave me a comment down below, suggestion. What about your relationship? What do you love about your relationship? What do you hate about a relationship? Like, let me tell you, I might do a video about what do I hate about being in a relationship and what I will hate about that, how many times I tried to kill them already. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and please, if you can, share this video. Let's our BB family become the most big, amazing family out of the YouTube internet world. And always remember, like if you like, hate if you hate, and until next time, you're welcome.